June 4th, 2004. The bastion of Karn's hopes and dreams has come to a crossroad as planeswalkers around the world braced for the rise of the Fifth Dawn. As Glissa and her companions confront the artificer Memnarch, a conflict erupts which threatens to disrupt the entire plane of Mirrodin. Players would find themselves in awe of the Sons of 5 mana as they sought to capture the power of cards such as Cranial Plating, Crucible of Worlds, and Croc Clan Ironworks. Will our filthy casuals forge their own path, or will they be—
Whoa, wait a sec. If you're looking for a series following professional players, analyzing Magic's vast catalog, and exploring its deep strategic gameplay, this isn't it. But after stumbling through a legacy of history, we're now taking our brand of chaos to new planes as we continue our journey. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, spanning our ever-growing collection, and of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not modern masters making top 8 at your local game store. We're just some filthy casuals, and this is our Modern Progression series. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals, where we always run the 5 color decks so that we can play every one of our favorite cards.
Wait, what? We haven't played a 5 color deck yet.
I mean, I have played a 5 color deck with Slivers.
Oh, I guess you have.
Yes,
I haven't.
I just mean we're filthy and casual enough to play 5 color deck. Says you have a 5 color deck at home.
I do.
Your commander deck. You can't even say that.
That 5 color deck is definitely not as good as Slivers. So
Colin has a 5 colored EDH cycling deck. And who's the commander?
King Kenrith.
Kenny
so
B.
King Kenrith gets to ride his bicycle.
Yes, that's right. Kenny and his bicycle. Colin, today we are wrapping up Mirrodin block with the introduction of not the 3rd, not the 4th, but the 5th Dawn.
Why is it called the 5th, Kieran?
That has to do with the narrative. We'll get into it in a bit. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We're already at the end of the first block in Modern.
Which is crazy. It feels like we're going really fast.
Ain't that just the way it goes, though? We'll be in Kaldheim in no time, and Neon Dynasty.
Norse gods and tech Japan.
I have a new setup here. I'll hopefully be here for a little while longer. And I've got a second monitor, so I can now watch your face and your despair as I crush you into the ground.
You can see if I'm cheating or not.
Well, there's that as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Colin, we're cruising through Modern here, and we just want to give a big shout out to all the people watching, all the people who have joined on since we started Modern Progression. You know, if you want to continue to see these episodes and continue to support the channel, you can like the video. You can leave a comment because we respond to basically every single one at this point. And Colin, what else can you do?
You can support us by potentially joining our Patreon.
I was gonna say there's other buttons you could press, but yes, you could also be additionally spicy by joining our Patreon. Links down in the description. And for as little as $2 a month, I feel like I'm saying this every episode, and I apologize if it sounds like a bad car salesman. But for as little as $2 a month, you can help make our decks. We do live deck building with the episodes. Sometimes we forget until the last minute to tell the Discord channel.
It's true,
but
it's very spontaneous.
It's a little spontaneous, but aren't we just a spontaneous group of
It's on brand.
individuals? It's on brand. Yeah. So go check that out. Colin, I think without further ado, let's go ahead and show off this 5th of the Dawn.
Whoa.
Flawless.
That was pretty clean.
It's because I actually had space to move. Anyways, we're here.
Full commitment.
Full commitment. We're here, and 5th Dawn was the wrapping up of the Mirrodin block. Glissa is actually hanging out with a artifact golem named Bosch, and Slowbad the goblin is actually a main character. So it's funny you brought that up last episode.
Told you, Slowbad, rightful ruler.
Rightful ruler. So Glissa, Bosch, and Slowbad, and the Caldra avatar go diving into the Mirrodin core to go fuck up Memnarch. But Memnarch, he's a devious little guy, and he has a plan, Colin.
What is that plan?
That plan is to take Caldra and switch its allegiances, because he can take control of it. And now the Caldra avatar's chasing Glissa into the Tanglewood, and she's like, what am I gonna do? And then with with a burst of energy, some magic bullshit, she summons the green mana that has long been suppressed in Mirrodin, and the last of the 5 mana suns rises, and that's why it's called Fifth Dawn, because the green sun's zenith is occurring, and then she destroys Caldra and blah 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 blah. Anyways, and so yeah, we have cards like just to represent that right off the bat, All Suns Dawn, just representing all 5 of the colors of the. I'm not really know what the suns are in this context, but we have the beacons of creation, destruction, immortality, tomorrow's unrest. These are all just representative of the colors of mana, and this set actually is a lot more color focused than the last 2 artifact based sets. We get stuff like the bringers of the Black Dawn, Blue Dawn, Green Dawn, Red Dawn, White Dawn that really want you to be playing 5 color decks, and there's even more mechanics in this set, like Sunburst, which we see on Clearwater Goblet, that cares about charge counters or counters based on how many colors of mana you spent on it. So it's kind of it's gonna be difficult for us to get some use out of that, because you really have to be playing like 4 or 5 color decks. But
yeah, our land bases aren't. I mean, they're better than they've ever been, but still might be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, we'd have to get a really crazy package for it to be worth it. We get cards, very powerful cards like Crucible of Worlds, which allows you to play lands from your graveyard, and so
that's pretty sweet.
Once you have stuff like fetch lands that can, what do you mean once you have stuff? We have fetch lands. It already happened.
Yeah.
But if you have fetch lands, you could actually play them over and over again and get more mana. But we got Door to Nothingness. That's a call card I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, 110%.
Did a Battle of Wits deck. Maybe we're gonna see a Door to Nothingness deck.
Yeah, we'll have Dark Steel Reactor, Door to Nothingness, Battle of Wits.
Oh my god!
Ultimate
5-color Battle of Wits.
Yeah.
God help us. God help us. Helm of Caldra. Unfortunately, there is one slim possibility for Caldra to still come together, Colin. It's that
I need to get the other Caldra pieces in my wheel.
Yes.
Right? And then I also get the helmet.
No, you get no. You get the shield piece in your wheel, because you can't get the get the sword anymore, and then you have to win the season. And then choose the sword as your mythic wild card.
Right. So I vow to uphold this if I can somehow pull it off.
Perfect.
For better or worse.
We've got super cool cards like Mycosynth Golem, which gives all of your artifact creatures affinity for artifacts, which is also really crazy. Yeah. So there's a card I'm probably looking for. Or even you with your new deck as well. We have the return of a Masticore, which is exciting.
Oh god, PTSD. Maybe I'll get the Masticore this time.
Maybe you'll get 2 copies of the Masticore. Yeah, it could happen. There's just so many combo pieces in the set. There's just cards that can go easily infinite combo-y sort of cards without too much effort. We've got these like Summoning Station, which there's like a line of stations that do various things. Blasting Station beneath that is actually a modern combo piece, I believe, because you can sacrifice a creature, deal damage to a player, and then whenever a creature comes in play, you untap it. You can imagine if you can continuously get a creature back into play, then you can just infinitely do that. Going down, we got another huge commander staple, Eternal Witness. Actually, I think Eternal Witness is also played in Modern, to be honest. Or at least it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, it's just regrowth on a stick. Or maybe not regrowth, is it? Oh,
yeah, regrowth. No, you're right. Wow. It is regrowth. Yeah.
That's so great.
It's really good enter the battlefield effect, honestly. In green. Krark Clan Ironworks basically just combos off in any single artifact strategy. It's sacrifice an artifact to get 2 colored mana. I don't know if we have the I don't know if we have the pieces to make these combos, but they are there, so it might be worth investigating.
It could be like a fireball engine or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a new mechanic, which is kind of interesting that hasn't showed up until this moment. But Magma Jet that shows it's not only a good card, 2 mana, deal 2 to any target, but also Scry. Scry is here.
Scry is back. Or here.
So Scry lets you look at the top X cards of your library, put any number of them on the bottom or the top, and get to choose what you draw. So pretty nice.
Oh my gosh, Kieran.
What?
The rats. The relentless rats.
Oh, relentless rats. This might be the first instance of this effect where a deck can have any number of cards named relentless rats. I don't think we've ever seen a deck or a card like that. So I doubt we'll be able to pull enough copies.
Yeah. How many times does it get reprinted?
I mean, if you open like 5 copies and you wanted to play them in like a rat adjacent deck, might be worth it. Steel Shaper's Gift allows you to tutor for any equipment card and put it in your hand.
It's pretty good.
Which is really good if you have a good equipment.
It's an uncommon.
It's an uncommon. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, this card's huge. This is a card I'm looking forward to for my decks. Cranial Plating. So it's 2 mana, equip 1, and you can pay 2 black mana to attach it to a creature you control. So you can, instead of using the equip cost at instant speed, you could just equip it. Equip creature is +1/+0 for each artifact you control.
Ooh, yeah, that's concerning.
It's a very, very strong card.
Probably should have put some swamps in my artifact deck.
Yeah, you might be regretting not playing black in that deck, Colin. We got Serum Visions, which is a huge cantrip spell. 1 blue mana, draw a card, scry 2. Brainstorm probably still squeaks it out, but it's a pretty close race. You might want to be
still pretty good.
Yeah, we might be able to
scry
start seeing the beginning of some Storm style decks.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't know how many copies of Storm cards we have, but it would be cool.
Oh, there's even some good aggro cards like Spark Elemental and stuff is kind of nice.
Yeah, Spark Elemental is just 1 mana, trample haste, sacrifice that in a turn with 3 damage. Colin, that's 5th Dawn. There's a lot of spice in this set.
Oh yeah.
A lot of combo potential. It'll be interesting to see what we pull here. I got hosed in Darksteel, so hopefully I can make it up
you
here.
can get some bounce back. Yeah.
I just need Cranial Plating. That's the one card I'm actually looking for. But
I mean, it's a common, right?
It's a common, but I only got 1 copy or 2 copies of those other commons like Frogmite and Meyer guy. So it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna spin the winner's wheel and hopefully get something spicy. Like, I know we both got in deck box.
Another deck box.
Yeah, I could get another deck box. It is possible. Or maybe I'll get something new. And Colin, you're gonna spin the Wheel of Fortune, and who knows what might show up on that thing.
It's true. We'll see if I get a vendor. Maybe I get some packs. I would honestly love to open 6 more Darksteel packs. Yeah, sounds pretty great.
That would be pretty good. All right, Colin. Well, I'm looking forward to opening 5th Dawn and seeing what we get. And I'm looking forward to see what you bring today. I'm feeling like we're getting to the point where maybe it'll be a repeat match with some older decks instead of a new one's coming out.
That's true. I don't know. We both have extra deck box in the chamber though, so we can't assume anything.
Can't assume anything, but that Tog deck was pretty fierce. So
yeah, that Tog deck was problematic.
It's gonna be hard to not play that. Yeah. So I'll leave you guessing as to what I'm gonna do. But Colin, I will catch you on the other side.
Best of luck with the packs.
All right.
All right. Well, we lost last time if you saw the last episode, so that means we get to roll the Wheel of Fortune 2.0. So we'll hop right into it and see what we get. There's many new options on this new wheel. We've seen a few of them already. Kieran, I think, got 6 packs last time. I got a merchant last time, and it looks like I'm going to get another one, specifically the Sarah merchant. So let's hop into that and we'll see what we can get. All right, so our Sarah merchant got us an absorb, which is interesting. It's 2 blue, 1 white mana, counter target spell, gain 3 life. I don't know if this is where it's at for a single pack, so I'm going to try to push my luck a bit. So the next card that we reveal, I can basically choose to not open 2 packs of 5th Dawn for it now, or I could even go back and grab the absorb for 2 packs, which I don't think we'll end up doing, but let's see. All right, so our second card that we got from our Sarah merchant is a crazy old card, Empty City Ruse, which I don't even think we have one of these. But target opponent skips all combat phases of their next turn for 1 mana sorcery. It's kind of a powerful effect, but I don't know if it's worth 2 packs. I guess we could try to push for 3. We can do this up until 5 basically and choose one of the cards. We may as well push, see what our third card is from the merchant. Okay, Spiritual Sanctuary is the next one. 4 mana enchantment. Any player with a plains under his or her control gains 1 life point during their upkeep. Definitely not worth it, I think. For 3 5th Dawn packs, no way. We hopped right into our 4th. This is a little more interesting. I actually think we have a Dromar, but Dromar is 6 mana, white, blue, black, 6/6 flyer. Whenever Dromar deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 3. If you do, choose a color, return all creatures of that color to their owner's hands. Quite devastating, but again, I don't know if it's worth, what are we at now, 4 packs? We'll open that 5th card, likely not gonna grab it, but let's see what it is. Aura of Silence, good card. Not worth 5 packs. So 3 mana white enchantment artifact. An enchantment spell's cost target opponent an additional 2 to play. Can sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or enchantment. Kieran's used this card against me in the series way back when, but I don't think we're going to be picking up any of these, so I will say thank you, Sarah Merchant, but no thank you. I want to see what's in my 5th Dawn right now.
All right, everybody, we are back at the Victor's Wheel, and does it not feel good to be here? There's some cool stuff on here that I look forward to getting to, so without further ado, let's just see what we get. Oh! Oh! Oh no! We were so close to the vampiric tutor. Oh, I wish I could have shared with you guys what that meant, but let's just say it would have been good. The mana potion is probably the weakest slice of the wheel, and we purposely made the victor's wheel have misses on it. Not to say the mana potion doesn't do anything. I'll get into that in a second. But for example, you know, there are certain ways that the wheel can go where you don't actually get much out of it, and that's okay because we want the victor's wheel to be kind of an extra little spicy bonus every now and then, but we want it to still have some misses. The mana potion is a bit of a miss in some ways, but we'll see. So what the mana potion does is it allows us to modify the colors in our deck boxes. Just one deck, to be clear. If we choose to use it, which it is a choice, we don't have to use it, we can either add one color to a deck, we can remove a color from a deck, or we can swap a color in a deck. So it gives us a bit of flexibility to change up our plan and throw Colin off. So for example, if we wanted to, we could take our Enchantress deck and add blue if we wanted to see some more blue enchantments that we might end up getting. Furthermore, if you do use the potion, you have to play the deck you're swapping to. So in that previous example where we added blue to the enchantment deck, I would have to then play the enchantment deck in today's episode. So if I do end up using it, I will let you guys know in the deck tech, but I'm gonna have to think about this one.
All right, kicking off Fifth Dawn into our first pack. We just went right into it. From the merchant, we have Bringer of the Red Dawn. That is part of the kind of like set of you can pay 9 mana for a 5/5 of trample, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may untap target creature and gain control of it until end of turn. That creature gains haste. Or you can play Wooburg instead of 9, which is quite a heavy discount. Yeah, I don't know. Not the stuff I'm kind of hoping for in our rare slots so much. Mana Geyser, kind of cool. This first pack is interesting. We got a Cranial Plating, the card that Kurin is looking for. Hopefully, by some weird logic, that means he's not getting these. I'm happy to grab every Cranial Plating out of all the packs we open, but unfortunately, I don't think it works like that.
All right, we're here with Fifth Dawn. I love this art. I don't remember the name of this guy, but I remember they made a Phyrexian version later down the road, and I played that card, but very, very, very cool art. But without further ado, let's see what we can open in Fifth Dawn. I'm hoping we can do better than we did in Darksteel, which was a bit of a disappointment. There's a lot of cool ideas in this set. I'm gonna let you guys know before we even start opening these packs. The last deck box that I have, there's 2 different directions I'm thinking right now. First one is just holding off and not using it because we still have Kamigawa block and some other things going on this season, and I don't necessarily want to jump the gun and just lock in a deck. But the other thing I'm looking at is that Fifth Dawn has a lot of 5-color synergies, and we have slivers. So I might want to make some sort of weird amalgamation of slivers and Fifth Dawn cards. I don't know. We'll have to see how Fifth Dawn goes. If it opens really, really well for us in terms of 5-color strategies, then we might have to do that. But let's jump in and see what we end up getting. All right, pack number 1 here. It's loading very slowly. Okay. So this is actually, okay. This is already starting off way better than our Darksteel packs. We got Staff of Domination. It's a 3-mana artifact, and it has a bunch of effects. 1 mana untaps, 2 mana gains life, 3 mana untaps a creature, 4 mana taps a creature, 5 mana draws a card. More of a commander card back in the day. I don't know if it'll be good for us, but there might be some combo potential with it. Steel Shaper's Gift is actually a really good card because it allows us to tutor out for an equipment, allowing us to take any equipment from our deck and put it into our hand, which is good once we get some equipment we want to play. And of course, we got our 1 Cranial Plating. I'm hoping for a playset of 4 because it's going to slot in very, very nicely into our Tog deck, maybe even into our Urza deck. Actually, there's one other card I want to point out here, which is really, really strong for our strategy. Mire Servitor is a 1-mana 1/1, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if it's in play, each player returns all cards named Mire Servitor from their graveyard to play. So if we had 4 copies of this, which hopefully we can open, and we sacrifice one to a Tog, for example, or whatever other effect we want to sacrifice in our effect to, next turn we'll be able to return that back, and it'll kind of give us a more consistent engine. This might be better than the Moon Vessels that we have in that deck.
Oh, interesting. Joiner Adept is quite a powerful card, actually, especially with this kind of like 5-color array stuff going on, or sunbursty stuff going on. 2 mana, 2/1, and then lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. It's pretty Sweet. Also another Magma Jet. I would love to get a place out of those if possible. Oh, nice. So stoked we're getting these Auriok champions. So they're 2 white mana 1/1s, protection from black and red. Whenever another creature comes into play, you may gain 1 life. So life gain, that's pretty strong. And also protection from black and red is huge, especially because Kurin is playing a lot of black. I believe he's also playing red in some of his decks as well. Ooh, nice. Actually, right beside it, we have a Relentless Rats as well, which, you know, maybe is a bit of a dud in the uncommon slot because we need a lot of them for them to be good. But, you know, it's always on the table.
All right, pack 1 was a bit of a banger, but can pack 2 follow suit? Follow suite. We got Beacon of Tomorrow. Interesting. 8 mana, take an extra turn, and shuffle it back into your library. 8 mana is a lot. Oh, there's the, there you go, Etched Oracle. We saw that card from the beginning. But an extra turn spell we'll never say no to. 8 mana is a little expensive, but it still might be worth playing, especially in decks that can get lots of mana, like our Tron deck. So we'll have to consider that. Definitely happy to see that, especially compared to some of the other beacons, I think. This set is just has such bangers. Like even Trinket Mage, I think is like a legacy card or something. It's definitely played. It's 3 mana 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you get to search your library for any artifact card that costs 1 or less and then put it into your hand. So it can get you your Moxes, it can get you your Soul Rings. Unfortunately, most of those cards are banned for us, but you never know. We might be able to use this with other cards. For example, Aether Vial would be a great card to grab with Trinket Mage.
Interesting. The Auriok Windwalker can swap equipment around. That kind of reminds me of, gosh, that card from Kaldheim, I guess, Tier or something. Anyways, yeah, it's an interesting effect. I'm not too sure how great it is. I've also been noticing that we've been getting a few Skull Cages, which maybe could be interesting in the discard deck. It's 4 mana at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. Skull Cage deals 2 damage to that player unless he or she has exactly 3 or exactly 4 cards in hand. Maybe it's like, you know, we only have 2 Skull Clamps. Maybe we get a couple Skull Cages too, to really force the issue. All
right, pack number 3. We're off to a banger start here. Okay, you know, I was about to say about the red rare. Granulate's a 4 mana, destroy each non-land artifact with mana cost 4 or less. It's fine, it's just like a Shatter Storm. But we did get an Ewit, which is short for Eternal Witness. That's what the cool kids call it, is Ewit. I tend not to use like nicknames in Magic cards. I'm not enough into that competitive sort of scene to like be using nicknames, but Ewit stands out to me. Eternal Witness allows you to get any card from your graveyard back to your hand, which is very, very strong in green. We also are able to see Serum Visions, which is also a very, very strong cantrip spell. So if we want to play some like Storm style decks in the future, we could do that with Serum Visions. So hopefully we can get place out of that. All right, next pack here. Okay, I was gonna say whatever about this pack and maybe even skip it, but I just want to quickly point out we got a second Cranial Plating and we got a Krark Clan Ironworks, which is a huge combo piece for artifacts. So you know what, we'll take it. All right, next pack here. Blasting Station, another combo piece. Nurok Stealth Suit's nice, another Trinket Mage. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, nice. We got another Auriok champion. Sweet. Again, life gain engine being built up. Maybe that's another option for our 4th slot this season. I'm getting a lot of these Oof Vandals. 3 mana 2/2 sacrifice Oof Vandals, counter target activated ability from an artifact source and then destroy the artifact that's in play. Maybe interesting, very anti-artifact. We're not really, I don't know what deck it would technically fit in, but maybe like the Bant one, I suppose. Oh my god. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Omega. If only it happened. We did get the Helm of Kaldra, but unfortunately we didn't get the other piece in our loser's wheel. So unfortunately we can't assemble it, but I will avenge you by giving the World Slayer to something big and hopefully crack some skulls with that instead. Maybe not this episode, we'll have to see. Also, we see an Eternal Witness, which is great. Yeah, love to see it. I feel like that would be a really good piece for our Bant deck.
Let's keep on the hits. Another Blasting Station, Blinkmoth Infusion, that's 30 Trinket Mages. Blinkmoth Infusion is a 14 mana spell, but it has affinity for artifacts, so it costs 1 less to cast for each artifact, and it untaps all artifacts. I don't know if that'll be worth it, but you never know in the right build. All right, next pack. This has been a very nice opening so far, and it just keeps getting better. We got Razormane Masticore. Pick up anything else in this pack? Doesn't look like it. Razormane Masticore, 5 mana, 5/5 first strike. Really good cost, colorless. You have to discard a card from your hand at the beginning of each turn. That can be used for us or against us, depending on how we want to play it. It's actually pretty good in a reanimator style deck because you'd be able to discard your creatures and then reanimate them, especially your big creatures. And at the beginning of your draw step, you can have it deal 3 damage to a creature. So it just gets to lightning bolt a creature every turn too, which is really, really cool. Hopefully we can get a second copy of that. That would be very funny.
Oh, nice. We got a Mycosynth Golem. So that's the 11 mana, 4/5 affinity for artifacts, and then artifact creature spells you play have affinity for artifacts. So it could be good in our Urza's deck, honestly. I mean, it'd be sweet to get another one of them. If not, you know, there's other things we're trying to do with that deck more specifically, but I think it's always a nice pickup to grab. All right, we see an Eon Hub. Now, the Eon Hub's quite interesting. Players skip their upkeep steps. It totally shuts down some cards, but I don't know how good it is in our current meta because I don't think either Kurin and I are relying heavily on upkeep wins. I feel like not even Dark Steel Reactors an upkeep win, actually. So I don't know how good of a rare this is. Maybe it'll be really good down the line. It's probably going to make note of in my collection just in case in future scenarios.
All right, next pack here. Yes! Colin is not gonna like this. I got my second Razormane Masticore. Oh my goodness gracious. It's very funny because if you don't watch Legacy Progression, there was another Masticore card. What was the name of it? I think it was just called Masticore. And I had 2 copies of Masticore, and it was a really good card. It had Regenerate, which was actually probably the best feature of it. It could buff itself. And it had the same effect where you had to discard a card every turn. So it's very, very funny because Colin banned Masticore because it was oppressive for him. I don't think Razormane Masticore is as good as Masticore was, but it's still very funny that we got 2 copies of it.
Wow, interesting. We have the Methadros Vampire, which is like maybe throwback to Kurin's Vampire Heritage of Sangir in a weird way, but it's a 6 mana 3/4 flyer, so more expensive. But each creature you control is a vampire in addition to its other creature types, and it has whenever this creature deals damage to a creature, put a +1/+1 counter. So it basically makes everything into a Sangir Vampire, which would be pretty funny to try to use it. I'm not too sure if we have a deck that it currently works that well in, but also good to keep in mind, I suppose. Oh, hot dog, we got a Crucible of Worlds. Okay, so 3 mana, you may play a land cards from your graveyard as though they were in your hand. So that's pretty freaking huge. Yeah, it's meant like it'd be good in so many of our decks. Yeah, probably ban it mostly, but honestly, it could probably see it slotting into just about anything. Like, it's a good card, especially anything multicolored. We're like, I get why 5th On is like the 5-color set, because I feel the push to maybe play 5 colors. And if that's the case, we got to figure something out.
All right, next pack here. 3rd copy of Masticore. I mean, I have to play it against him today, right? I have to. Oh my god, are we using our... Oh, I'm torn. I don't know if we make a new deck to make Masticore as good as it can be, or if we just slot it into the decks that we already have. That's tough. 3 Masticores, though. That is ban fodder, for sure. Imagine we get a 4th Masticore. All right, let's jump into this next pack. Okay, Summoning Station. Got more Cranial Platings, another Myra Servitor. I don't know if we have a full playset of this yet. I think we only have 2 copies. I'd like to see more of it. Knight's Whisper is actually really good too. 2 mana, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. That's actually a really nice card draw on black. Summoning Station is a 7 mana spell. Tap it to make a 2/2 Pincher token. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard, you get to untap Summoning Station. Wait a minute. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard, you get to untap Summoning Station. The pinchers aren't artifacts. Okay, I was like, holy shit, this is busted. This is still very good. I actually think this would work really well in Tog Recycling, in our ATOG deck. And it's actually kind of fitting, the Summoning Station. And I don't know, just the art makes it feel like recycling. But basically, ATOG would sacrifice an artifact. We'd be able to untap it, tap it, make a 2/2. ATOG would sacrifice an artifact, untap it, make a 2/2. Honestly, like, we could probably get like 4, 5, 6 bodies from this pretty easily. Yeah, I think that might end up getting into one of our decks. Also, Magnetic Theft would be very funny to steal Colin's Lightning Greaves. Seems to be playing them in all his decks.
Oh my god, we have so many Cranial Platings. This is ridiculous. I think this is like 3 or 4. Gosh, I wonder if Kieran's getting a bunch too. It would be really funny if he didn't get any and I had a full playset by the end of this. Not even giant there. Oh my god, we got another Helm of Kaldra. What the heck, Omega? You've cursed me. Damn you. If only we got it in the other in our loser's wheel. Maybe I could ask Kieran if I could trade one in. But yeah, that's our last rare. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the other Caldra pieces, as I mentioned before, but you know, it is how it is. Kurin had some rough dark steel pulls. I feel like I might have had some mediocre pulls. I'll go over stuff again just to make sure. Yeah, I was really hoping for some like beacons or something. I mean, I guess I did get a Crucible of Worlds. I got 2 Auriok champions, which are pretty good. I probably shouldn't complain. But I guess now's the hard part. We got to go back to building the deck. Do we run back either our discard, maybe the Bant Boys? We've got Urza Is It now? Or we still have a totally open deck slot, which, you know, there's like avenues for goblins or aggro, or we've got like these champions now. Maybe there's some life game payoffs as well. Who knows? There's so many opportunities now. But I guess I'll see you guys on the flip side. Hopefully some patrons can help me out with this one.
All right, this is our last pack, and it's been a good opening. I've been very happy with what we've gotten. Maybe there's cards that are better that we could have opened, but I'm happy with what we've opened. So let's see if we can close this off on a banger. Okay, that feels appropriate. All Sun's Dawn, 5 mana for each color. Return up to 1 target card of that color from your graveyard to your hand, then exile this from the game. Basically, it's like a super regrowth, where you can basically get 1 of every color from your graveyard back to your hand. This would be really good actually in the sliver deck if we do end up making that eventually, because you could get up to 3, 4, 5 slivers back from the graveyard back to your hand, which is very, very strong. We also see Grinding Station. I think that's our first one. And this is kind of just a mill strategy where, you know, you sacrifice artifacts to mill them, and then whenever an artifact comes into play, then you untap it. So that's very cool to see. I think that was probably an above average opening for us. I will say the Myra Servitors, I think I only got 3 copies of them. And to be honest, if we only got 3 copies, I don't think it's worth playing. I think we do need 4 copies to make that worthwhile. Otherwise, the triple Masticore, Razormane Masticore is fucking hilarious. We got 3 or 4 Trinket Mages. We were able to get a bunch of combo pieces with the stations, got a bunch of blasting stations, so there might be combo there. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to work with. And yeah, I think Colin's going to have a run for his money today, depending on what we play. I actually have no idea. I'm a little torn, and we also have that mana potion, so we may be able to fiddle around with some of the colors in our decks. So I'm gonna have to put my brain to work and see what we can come up with.
All right, so after much deliberation and thought, we have elected to not use our 4th deck slot today, but going back to one of our original decks, it is not going to be, it's not the size of your hand, it's how you use it. It is also not going to be, is it Urza? It is going to be Arcades and the Bant Boys coming back again. So we spent some time, and by we, I mean myself and a very kind patron of ours, spent some time retooling and trying to find some upgrades for this deck, because it performed pretty well, and honestly, I think it is debatably the strongest deck in our boxes right now. But we did find a few things to throw in there. Eternal Witness is a strong card because once we eventually get our big hitters out there, such as Achroma, Arcades, and Palancron, if they die, we can always bring them back. We also brought in Joiner Adept just to help out with our mana situation. I think before that we had the Interplanar Lens or whatever it's called. It did not really help us in that original game, so I feel like this is a pretty straight upgrade. We also threw in a few other toys to play with, such as Steel Shaper's Gift, so it can help us find an equipment for 1 mana. I believe we replaced Fabricate for that to cut down on some mana cost. We also threw in Crush of Worms to kind of have some fun with multiple 6/6 worms to see if it's another option outside of our just big legendary creatures. Another thing too that this deck kind of is wanting is the game to slow down a bit so that it can get its big hitters out. And card that we actually had 3 copies of that's been sitting around for a long time is Plow Under. So it is a 5 mana sorcery. Put 2 target lands on top of their owner's library. Now hopefully this can create some space for us in the mid game and also kind of slow Kurin down and have them have a few dead draws and have to rebuild. Beyond that, the strategy is largely the same. It's about getting Achroma or Arcades or Palancron out. Even the deranged hermits can do some damage through big mana. So ways to get big mana is mostly Cloud Posts. We have forests, we have Lalanor Elves. We also have things like Sylvan Scrying helping us kind of build up and get there. Journey of Discovery is another one. So once to buy that time, as priorly mentioned, we have the Plow Unders, we also have some Wrath of Gods, we have some Solar Tides, we have these things to slow down, clear the board, make sure that once we get these big people there, they will not be challenged on the board. To kind of expedite this and push it a little further is we have Lightning Greaves and Loxodon Hammers. So that's why we have the tutors of Steel Shaper's Gift and Personal Tutor. is to pull these out so that once Arcades hits, we can strap some Lightning Greaves on him, we can give him a Warhammer. He's coming in with Flying and Trample, a 7/7. Hopefully he can last a turn or two, and that will be the tide in the game. Last time it worked out quite well for us, so hopefully it will work out again. I'm very curious to see what Kurin has built, if he went back to one of his previous decks, or maybe he has a new one. But I feel my inclination, if I had to guess right now, is he would hold some caution like me. I think we both know Kamigawa is coming up, and I think there's both some interesting things down the road. A few things are flagged in the Croft Crew chat on our Patreon channel, so stay tuned for that stuff. But today, let's bring the pain of Arcades and the Band Boys.
All right, everybody. Urza is back with a bit of an update. We brought back Tron Smash 2.0, I guess you could say. I think it's a lot better. We learned a lot from episode 2, mostly which was bring more blue mana and don't cut it in sideboarding. So hopefully we can not get mana screwed this time around. And we made some other adjustments too, which I'll highlight as much as I can remember in regards to what we took out, and also of course cover what we brought in. So for our artifacts, we've got our Galvanic Keys to untap our stuff, our Icy Manipulators to screw around with Colin, Planner Portals. I was thinking about cutting this, but I just think it's too fun to be able to tutor out any cards you want from your deck, and we're a big mana deck anyways. We put in the Staff of Domination because I realized after reading a comment on the previous video that this is actually a good Tron piece, because obviously it has a lot of abilities that cost mana, and if you have a lot of mana you can untap it and use it multiple times. So we're going to try that out. I did take out the Mind's Eye. It could be good, but I don't know. I think it was a little bit too situational. We also brought in our Arcbound Overseer and Arcbound Reclaimer. I am still on the fence as to whether we should be playing a bigger Arcbound package in this deck, but I didn't want to copy Colin's deck too much, and B, I don't want to play too many creatures in this deck because that's not really the point. The point is to play big creatures that cost a lot of mana and win like that. So Arcbound Overseer is 8 mana. Beginning of your upkeep, you get +1 counter on each modular creature, which will only be these 2 guys, but it's also modular 6. So when it dies, I can move those 6 counters onto something else. The Arcbound Reclaimer is removing a +1 counter to put an artifact from your graveyard on top of your library, so a little bit of recursion there. We still have the Broodstar, which can get big with artifacts. Colossus of Sardia has new art because I realized I hadn't enabled 5th edition cards in Cockatrice, so we get a fancy new Colossus of Sardia here. We got our Mire Enforcers. I took out the Frogmite. It was just a floating one of. I don't think it was worth it. Brought in the Pentavis, which is a huge addition to this deck. Not only can it make a lot of tokens, but it can also get more +1 counters through the modular stuff as well. Got our Phyrexian Colossuses. I brought in a Quillamox and took out 3 of the little hover guards that we had in there. So those were 3 2s that cost 6 mana with Infinity. This is an 8 mana Affinity, but it's a 5/4 flyer. So I debated putting a second one in, but we had to cut somewhere. We also have the Tetravis to pair with our Pentavis with the modular stuff. For enchantments, we got the Ancestral Knowledge still, as well as the Instill Energies. I debated taking these out, but decided to keep them because I just think they're really good to give the haste plus the untap ability. Brought in Blinkmoth Infusion, which is questionable. It's 12 mana, 12 colorless, 2 blue, so 14 mana, but it has Infinity. Hopefully we can cut that down to like 5 mana, 6 mana, and it's like a 7 or 8 mana card, and then it untaps all artifacts at instant speed. Might not be good enough, but I'm gonna try it out. We got our crop rotations for our Urza lands, Factor Fictions, brought in the Beacon of Tomorrow. There's an argument to be had we should just be playing Time Warp in the other card as well, but this is the big mana one, so I thought, you know, we could give it a shot. Breakthroughs for card draw, Thoughtcast for card draw, and then we got the 2 transmute artifacts and brought in the Reshape from Darksteel, which acts as our 3rd transmute artifact. For our lands, worth mentioning that bringing in 2 islands and cutting a lot of the kind of colorless or random stuff that isn't going to really help us. Bringing in 22 lands this time around to hopefully help us out of the situation we got last time. And of course our play sets of Urza's Tower, Urza Power Plant, and Urza Mine. For our sideboard, I actually didn't change much from the original sideboard. Got a Pharaoh's ban if he's playing a lot of creatures because we don't really care about the cost increases as much. We got 3 Library of Lying against his discard deck, 3 Tormod's Crypt against any reanimation. Intruder Alarm is just good because we're not playing a lot of creatures and we have ways to untap them where he might not. Hurkyl's Recall is really good against his artifact deck because it bounces all his stuff. Caracas because he may as well. Wasteland, if he's going to play Urza, we may as well blow up his land. Bribery is just a good card to have, and the Stream of Life in case he wants to play an aggro or goblin deck. This could just be a way to stop him from being able to win the game there. So Urza Tron Smash 2.0. I think we've seen a lot of improvements to this deck, and I'm curious to see how it goes now. Let me know though down in the comments, how would you change this deck? We have our deck collections down in the description below. You can see our whole collection. So yeah, excited to play. Wish me luck. Oh, Captain, my Captain. You know, Colin, on the dawn of the 5th day, we shall see the fall of House Williscroft.
Wow,
And I'm looking
wow.
forward to this moment.
So are you Saruman's Uruk-hai or are you Theoden's Rohan?
I don't know, man. I'm feeling Uruk-hai vibes.
Yeah.
I think Williscroft's back on the menu, boys.
Oh my god. Okay. I see how it is. Well then, hopefully Gandalf will come over to that ridge today.
Yeah, that's right. If you don't know the meme, go check out the last episode and watch till the very end.
Yes,
Watch
the
till
very last part.
Before we get started, Colin, we need to give a shout out to our patrons. Shankzilla,
My
Trash
man.
Panda, and Greg Sparling.
Wow.
All Team Croft, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no,
Beautiful.
wait. Greg might be Team Lang. Yeah, Greg
It's
is
okay. 2-1. I think we can take
Team.
Greg. Yeah.
That's I mean, that's the goblin math, right?
Exactly,
You're always
right?
going to be 2
Yeah.
to 1.
One of us is always the distraction. If you see a goblin, you might already be dead.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. They're coming out of the walls.
Yeah.
Colin, I'm very curious to see what you're playing today. How are your 5th Dawn pulls?
I feel like good, but you know, I don't know. It feels kind of, I feel like I say this every time, but I do genuinely mean it. Like, we got some really good cards, but there were some duplicates of maybe some not so good cards. And then, you know, we got a lot of very similar types of commons.
I will say my 5th Dawn opening was much better than my Dark Seal opening.
I'm actually glad to hear it because I feel like you had a, like, after seeing the episode and like
Yeah.
doing all that, I'm like, damn, dude, like that was rough.
It was rough. So 5th Dawn definitely treated me right. I didn't hit a few key cards I wanted, but generally speaking, I got a lot of what I wanted. So
That's good. Okay, so the heat
we'll
is
see,
coming, is
though.
what you're saying.
The heat is coming. I don't know if they'll come in this deck. I didn't put as many 5th Dawn cards in this deck, but in the future for sure. So,
Okay, I see.
and
Long-term
we'll have to
plans.
see. Long-term plans. Let's roll off to see who is going to go first. I get a 1, so it's probably not going to be me. Oh, we were saying low is winning, right? Low wins.
No, never. Lucky number 13. That's
All
could be a
right.
good omen, could be a bad omen.
I will pass it off to you, and the clock has started.
All right, we're live.
Let's draw our 12.
12 cards.
And, see how it goes.
I will let you know, Kieran, I have more than one land this time.
That's good. I do too. But this isn't an okay hand. It's not the worst.
Can definitely play with this.
While you're still deciding, Colin, I'm going to let the audience know I'm getting rid of these 5 cards here on the right, and I'm going for these 7 cards. Like Colin just mentioned, I'm thinking long-term plans. I'm
Long-term
hoping
plans. Okay.
I'm getting rid of this stuff, and we can get into that stuff later. So we're setting up. This is a setup hand.
I see. Interesting. Well, sharing that with the audience, I will say I am also doing a setup hand, as we want to see some of
Okay.
these that we're putting back later on in the game, hopefully.
Good stuff. I am looking forward to seeing what you got cooking, Colin. I'm good to go whenever you are.
Well, I will kick us off with the old 1-2 punch, Kieran.
Oh, God. All right.
Forest into allowing
Okay.
else. And pass turn.
All right. Are the Bamp Boys back?
Who knows?
You just playing elves randomly? Okay.
Hey,
Untap,
elves are pretty
upkeep.
good. I don't know if you saw some of those cards.
There's some good elves.
Yeah.
I'll draw main 1. I think we start with, I mean, whatever. We give away the game. It's fine. Urza's Power Plant.
Okay.
We're bringing Tron back.
We're back.
You know, I felt that episode 2 wasn't a good showing, especially when I got mana fucked. So
this is the rematch.
this is the oh yeah, this was the rematch. You're right.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
This is literally the
We're
cage
coming
rematch.
back. Yeah.
All right. How
Yeah.
do we end up doing this? I don't know how we end up always doing this, but I'll pass to you.
Well, that's interesting that you're saving that extra deck, hey?
I decided to save the extra deck slot for now.
That's fair. I feel like it's a wise decision.
We have a whole other block this season.
It's true. Well, now that the jig is up, I'll play out of car wastes.
I mean, it was pretty obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my 1 damage, I guess. Or
All right, I'll take 1. You'll take 1 damage? I mean, I'm happy for you to punch yourself in the face.
sure, yeah. Well, or else, what have I done? Ah!
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. All right, not bad. Let's go Seed of the Synod.
And
And then we will go into Ancestral Knowledge, the one of in my deck that I seem to always get. So when it enters, I'm going to look at the top 10 cards in my library, and then I'm going to rearrange them and exile the ones I don't want. So let's go and say the top 10 cards.
Right. So you're just straight up exiling these cards, right?
I exile the ones I don't want to put on top, and I basically rearrange the ones I want on top.
Right.
To be honest, in my opinion, there's no reason to exile them unless you really don't want to see them, because you can shuffle your deck afterwards at any point. So
right.
This isn't what I wanted to see, though. I am done. I'm just going to keep all 10 on top, but I've just rearranged them in the order I want.
Okay. Long-term plans.
Long-term plans, like I said. And I'll pass to you.
All right. On your end step, I'll tap, take a damage, and do the yield brainstorm.
Fair enough.
All right. I have put my 2 cards back, and now it's my turn. So untap, upkeep. I will draw. Who'd have guessed?
Who'd have guessed? Who'd have thunk?
I think I will play a Cloud Post.
Oh, he's still on the Cloud Post. I'm surprised you haven't removed these.
3. I'll play a Loxodon Hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'll pay
It's
1
a little scary.
for Eleanor else.
Okay.
Pass
Those are
turn
getting
to
a little
you.
troublesome. All right,
I'll
untap,
be on
upkeep. I will.
6 mana next turn, Kurin.
It's true. It's true. I'm gonna pay 1 mana for the upkeep and then draw. Main 1, I'm going to throw down an Urza's Tower.
Oh, I took a... Sorry, I should have taken a damage from Adakar Wastes. Or no, I guess I didn't have to.
No.
Because it's for the
No,
Loxodon Hammer.
it's colorless. Yeah. I'm in trouble. Definitely on a clock. I'm gonna pass to you.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, play an island. How annoying do I want to be? I think I just moved to equip.
The hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
And then I'll go into combat and swing for... I mean, it's free, I guess. Swing
Free real estate.
I'll swing for 5, and then I will gain 4.
4. In response, I will pay 2 and cast Galvanic Key. I didn't say speed.
Okay, fair, yeah.
And I'll take my 5.
I see you. Okay, I will pass turn there, sir.
All right, I'm in trouble. Untap, upkeep. I will
Get
pay.
his way out of this.
I'm actually gonna let the Ancestral Knowledge go.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't like what was
I'm
coming down the
shuffle my deck.
pipeline, hey?
No, I just don't want to spend the 2 mana. I'll draw.
That's fair.
Main 1. It's not bad. I'll throw down a Tree of Tails.
Okay, you got green?
And I got green. Can I take another hit is the question. I'm gonna pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I mean, it's nice. I'll play a Plains. Ooh, actually, can I take that back? I have a better plan.
Sure.
I will play a Forest.
Sure.
Feel like I can kind of push this advantage. This decision could be a bad one or a good one, though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play a Creeping Mold targeting your Seat of Synod.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I actually that's very good for me. Thank you for
Really?
doing that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was getting a little sweated a bit of bullets there.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna float my blue.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pay a green, and I'm gonna crop rotate the Seat of Synod.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So I'll sacrifice it and search for a land and put it on the battlefield.
Cool. No, that's a good play.
So, and your Creeping Mold fizzles. Yeah, I was gonna do that anyways. I think so.
No, totally. Well, that's why I was like, it's a bit of a risk because I know you have the crop rotations, but I'm like, if you don't, I get you off blue.
True.
Get that seat out of here.
I got the
You got the
mine.
trio, yeah.
Tron is live.
Oh,
Okay, before
okay.
you exit main phase 1,
Okay.
I guess I'll just pay 3 more and pay 4, and I will factor fiction.
Fact.
So
Or
fact
fiction.
or fiction. Yeah, that's
you
right.
gotta say it.
Yeah, it's true.
Blink Moth Infusion. Nice.
Oh, interesting. That's an interesting set of cards.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? The beacons, hey, you got into the beacons.
I may have opened a beacon.
Okay, so Transmute Artifact's probably the scariest thing right now, because it can be anything. Blink Moth Infusion is pretty good too. Could do something like that. So you might want to crop rotate into the blue mana. So maybe it's like that, but then you'll for sure pick that pile. You only have 3 cards in hand. What are the chances that 2 of them are blue sources?
Indeed.
Is that the hill I want to die on, though?
That's fair.
I just think the Transmute is so good, though. Like it's the obvious choice. You already have an untap outlet. Extra turn could be quite devastating.
Extra turns have never been a problem in any
true.
Magic.
Technically, you could also give me an extra turn, too.
I actually don't know if we've ever gotten an extra turn in this series and had it been like super busted.
I think it's either done nothing or you were winning
Yeah.
already. Like
yeah. I remember when I time walked just to like play an extra land.
Yeah. I don't know if this is the right idea. This could be terrible.
Final answer. Locking it in.
I'd be shocked if you don't take that chance mute.
You know what, Colin? Be shocked.
Really? You want the mana instead, hey?
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
Maybe I want the extra turn.
I'll go to combat and swing for 4.
For 5, you mean?
Yeah, for 5, sorry. I'll gain 4.
I'm taking 5, you're gaining 4.
Right, passing the turn.
I'm going to pay
We don't
3
even
mana
need
at the
Arcades right now.
That's true, you don't. At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 3 mana and tap the Galvanic Key to... I was going to meme on you for a minute and say untap Loxodon on Warhammer.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, wait a minute.
You could
I have a crop rotation and a Tree of Tales.
Yeah, you could untap the crop rotate.
I'm going to meme on you and untap your Loxodon Warhammer.
Okay.
Which I don't even know if I can do. Anyways, all right.
Judge? Illegal
That's
play?
right. Illegal play. Upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay. Dark Souls music playing right now, and it's like, intense.
My music is so chill.
I've got like, it's like, oh,
Mine's like beep, boop, beep, 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 beep.
This is a tight one. I'm gonna play the tower.
Got a lot of mana.
Wait, do I play tower? Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna try for this. I'm gonna float 7 colorless, and then I'll float the green as well, just so I can start thinking about it like this. And then I'm going to use the green to crop rotate. I'm going to crop rotate the Urza's tower.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a Seed of the Synod.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play an island.
Shit.
And then I'm going to pay 1, 2, and 6 mana to play Beacon of Tomorrow, to look into its light as to meet the gaze of history.
Okay.
To take an extra turn after this one and shuffle it back into my library. So I'll shuffle it back, give it a good few shuffles there, so I can draw it next turn.
That's true, yeah. You could this could be infinity turns right now.
It could be. It is hypothetically possible.
Technically
for
possible.
Turns.
If I lose, I will respect it, because, you know... Sometimes that's just how it be.
Sometimes it's just how it be.
In which case, I'll make my 4th deck box slot with Battle of Wits if you get infinite turns off of this.
Okay,
it's
deal.
A promise.
Deal. Okay, deal. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna pass to myself. So I'm just gonna go straight back to untap Sip, unless you have anything you want to do.
No, go for it. I love what you're doing and support you.
Okay, thank you. Untap, upkeep, draw. You'll be happy to know it wasn't the beacon again.
That's nice.
Main 1, I'm going to play the tower.
Okay, he's back online.
Still need a way to deal with this stuff you're doing. I think we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have mana in my mana pool there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna pay 4 of that 5, and 4, 5, 6, 7 for affinity. Actually, no, I can save mana if I do it this way. Hang on. So 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna get the Tron mana in. I'm going to pay 6 of the Tron mana to play Tetravus.
Okay.
Good old Tetravus.
Good old Tetravus.
And that's going to enter with 3+1 counters, making him a 4/4 flyer. And then I'm going to use my 1 colorless. 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 for affinity to cast a Mire Enforcer.
Okay.
Start getting some butts on the field.
Some
and
boobies.
then from that position, I'm gonna pass to you.
All right. Okay. I'll untap, upkeep.
Not a bad resurgence, I think.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Oh, that's nice. I'll play a Savannah.
2 cards in hand too. Okay.
I know it's getting a little. You have 2 cards in hand as well, though.
I have 2 cards in hand, yeah, but I know what cards I have in hand. Do you know what cards you have in hand?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
This is the showdown. This is the
that Tetravus is gonna be so annoying, hey? So you can only do it on your upkeep.
Yeah.
You can move as
turn
many as
any
you
of his
want.
+1s. Yeah.
And they
The
just turn
1/1s that
into
can't be enchanted.
1/1 flyers that can't be enchanted.
1/1 flyers that can't be enchanted. Such a weird clause on that card. I don't know
Yeah.
what they were thinking.
Can't
I love
be
the art on this
enchanted.
card though too. It's just
No,
so weird.
I
and,
quite like it. You know what card this reminds me of is the weird artifact elemental. Time elemental. It was an artifact elemental that I used to play way back in like the first two
really?
seasons. For what I don't know why it does, but it was.
Oh
that
yeah,
blue
yeah, yeah,
time
yeah, yeah.
elemental.
It's like a weird like it has the
Yeah.
pincers.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
yeah,
pincers.
yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of sweet.
That thing's still kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'll bring back time elemental. Let's do it in the comments.
Yeah, should we run time elemental back?
Yeah,
I saw it.
Time
I saw it today,
Elemental.
looking at band upgrades, and I was like, what a throwback. I think my best course of action is to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just see
The
what
fuck?
you can fucking do.
What?
It's hard
Do you have
cast
enough?
Arcades.
Oh, you're taking a damage then from the
Yeah.
waste, right?
Yeah. Or yeah, I am. Or no, I can't do that.
Oh, you can't even cast
no,
Arcades.
I can't
You
because I don't
enough.
have the planes. Yeah,
You don't have the planes.
I'm not casting.
Or
Arcades.
the island if you.
Yeah,
Either or.
depending.
Yeah. Okay, well
Depends.
now
Cloud
I know you have
Post.
Arcades,
That's
sucker.
true.
I told you, Cloud Post, man.
Yeah.
You strip it out for colored mana.
I guess I'll go. Does it matter? Not really.
You gonna-
I don't really want
gonna
to
start-
swing.
Oh, are you untapping your lands though?
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I just take 6 mana burn.
Yeah, that's right. You're not gonna swing in for the trade.
I won't need the trade once I have Arcades out, right? Unless you
I
trade
don't know about that.
Tetravis, but you're not gonna trade Tetravis now.
Maybe not. Is that it then?
Yeah, pass turn to you. Don't
Right.
like it, but I know there's like 2 other cards in this deck where having that mana might actually be worthwhile next turn.
In some ways, you could say I just got another extra turn, so I'll untap.
Yeah, I guess so.
Upkeep,
Yeah, 3 turns in a row, Kieran. What can you do?
Main one, 3 turns in a row.
Yeah.
I'll play a Yavimaya Coast.
You're not gonna break out the Tetravis.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, I am going to break out the
Okay.
Ketchers. Thank you for reminding me.
Sorry, because I was like, if you don't.
Yeah.
Oh my
no.
god, those tokens are sick.
Dude, I never get to summon these. You always destroy him
know.
before I can do it.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, look at these little guys.
I think
little
that is genuinely
Petrovites.
the first time I've seen that token.
I may have made them one other time, like seasons ago.
Right,
I
right.
vaguely remember. But yeah, I'll play the Yavimaya Coast. It's pretty good.
You're chilling. You're stabilized. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Let's go blue and 3, 4, 5, and I will throw down Breakthrough X5.
This stuff again. I see.
I'll do Breakthrough X4. So I'm actually I'm gonna have to draw 4, discard 1, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 mana in my mana pool. I have to discard 1. I'm going to discard a Urza's Power Plant.
Right.
And then I wish I hadn't played the Coast preemptively, but such is life.
What would you want besides the coast?
And I also wish
Urza's
that
thing?
I had played. I'm so bad at this game. Should have tapped the Seed of the Synod instead of the island. And I could have the option of getting a double. I guess I have the Avamaya's Coast.
Yeah.
These are artifact creature tokens too.
I know. It's quite powerful. I'm a little
Yeah.
spooked. I gotta get something out here that can clunk some 1/1s.
Clunk them good. I think I will go blue and take a damage and blue.
Excellent.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts. So with affinity 7, I'm gonna cast Cumulox.
Oh, what the
He's a
heck?
5/4 flyer.
Oh my god, so many flyers now. You're Arcades proof.
I'm Arcades proof. Can't get me with those stupid boots anymore. And I only, unfortunately, don't.
5/4 flyer, hey?
Oh no, I have just enough mana. All right, 1, 2 plus the 1 I have in the pool, so 3, 4. I'm gonna cast Arcbound Reclaimer.
Okay.
So this guy comes into play with 2 +1 counters.
Mhm.
I can remove a +1 counter from him at any time to put an artifact from my graveyard back on top of my library, which at the moment could be land.
Yeah.
So I could get a land.
That's pretty good though.
Still pretty good. And he has modular as well, so I could
Yeah.
modular him onto the Tetravis and
Yeah.
blah.
Shenanigans.
So shenanigans ensue. I think I guess we'll go to combat and I'll just hit you for 1 with Tetravis
I cannot do anything about that.
and pass to you.
Man, how
It's gonna be a
the
slog.
turns have tabled, you know?
The turns have tabled.
Upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, okay. Play planes.
All right, Arcades online.
Arcades online, indeed.
The only thing about Arcades is that it's very steep upkeep cost.
It's one of each, not too bad.
Can't wait to bring my Caracas from sideboard.
Yeah, God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Arcades.
Arcades.
Okay.
Hey, your elf is now a 4/3.
Yeah. As long as they're not attacking. Neither one's technically a 1/3.
Buff Arcades. I've completely ignored the last line of that card.
Yeah, I know.
That Arcades can buff himself.
Well, it's usually like, oh shit, there's a 7/7 flyer.
Wait, Arcades is a 7/9.
Yeah, he's
That's
a 7/9
crazy.
right now, yeah.
It literally does what it says it does.
Yeah.
So it is a 7/9 that can just get bigger and bigger. But
all right. I'll pass turn there.
all right.
I want to see what you got.
Untap. I've got a lot. Upkeep, draw, main 1. I think you're gonna be a little
Shooketh.
shooketh. Yeah. Let's put this guy over there. I think we're gonna go 7/8 and cast Phyrexian Colossus.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Okay.
it just costs 8, or it just costs 7, not
Yeah.
8. So I'm just gonna pay the 7.
It's a big boy.
So, big boy. Oh, you have those fucking board wipes in this deck. I need to be careful of overextending.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. I'm not getting through that ass, dude. Getting through
That
that
big
ass,
booty.
dude. Yeah.
Arcades came to play.
And you have so much life that swinging out doesn't make any sense.
Do it.
I think I need this Colossus to do work. Maybe? What the fuck? How am I getting out of this situation? This is tighter than it looks. I'll pass to you.
It is. I'm curious. Don't have that many blockers. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1 for Arcades. Oh, I have to pay the upkeep for Arcades.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That's kind of nice. I am going to move to equip the Loxodon Hammer to Arcades.
Yeah, sure. So now he's a 9. He's a 10/9? 10/9 flying trample?
Yeah.
Oh my god, alright.
10/9 flying trample. I mean, you can
I mean,
block.
I can kill him.
You can?
Hypothetically. Because he'll be,
have
it'll be a
9.
10/7. It'll be a
Yeah.
10/7 on attack.
You have 9.
And I have 5,
And
6,
I can
7,
pump
8, 9.
them
Yeah.
up by 2.
Yeah, so you could go to 9.
Yeah,
But you do gain 10 life, so...
it's true. It's a big swing. I think I'm going to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
move to combat and swing for Katie's. See what you got.
I mean, I have to block or I die.
What? How
In
much
fact, I
you
have to
block
block-
with, though? is
I have
the
to
real
block
question.
sizably or I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're preventing damage, I will be gaining my 10.
You can gain your 10, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just gotta do it. Super block.
So you're blocking with 9.
Mm-hmm.
So all that's going to die, basically.
Yep.
I mean, I guess you do get the Tetravus back. It's kind of annoying.
And I actually take 1 damage, because,
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that was the play, but
I mean, you doing a decent chunk of damage with my
Yeah.
board.
it's true. I do have so much freaking life, too, that I can take a few hits from this Colossus. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
It will, oops, how do I unattach? There we go. Okay, take 1, I gain 10. Lockstone's back. It's no point to really equip it, I guess.
I mean, oh yeah, probably not.
Pass turn to you.
End of your turn, I will remove a counter from the Arcbound Reclaimer to put Tetravus back on top of my library.
Mhm.
And then we'll go untap.
More like Tetra
upkeep,
back.
draw. Sure. If that's what you want to say, you could go ahead. We'll go. I draw a card. It could be anything. I guess we'll go 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Tetravus.
Mhm.
I think it's just worth having him on the field. Those flyers are useful. And then we'll go combat,
Mhm.
and I will swing with the Enforcer and Colossus.
It's 12 damage, eh?
Mhm.
3 or more creatures. Yeah.
Put you on that 3-turn clock.
I'll take 12.
Okay, I'll pass to you.
On your end step, I will pay 1 to Brainstorm.
It's a pretty good draw. Well, maybe. If the 3 cards on top are bad, then it's kind of spooky.
Oh, this is not good. Uh-oh.
Is that is what I said come to pass?
Uh-oh.
Hey, you still got the Loxodon Warhammer and like 8 damage worth of Lawanor beats to put out of it. So
That's true. Okay, so I will put that and that back. Then go to
Okay.
my turn, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Big thing is that Colossus is gonna ruin my freaking day.
I do have the means to untap it.
Yeah, well, play Cloud Post. Paying off. Let's go.
Finally. They're almost half as good as my Urza lands.
We can't all have Urza lands, okay? This is not good. Knowing what's coming up.
What do you mean knowing what's coming up? I don't even know what's coming up.
Well, I know what my next draw is.
Oh, no. Oh, you're coming up. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
2 cards in hand. Okay, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll float one of those colorless. I guess, yeah. I'm going to plow under.
Whoa, what the fuck?
So I'm gonna plow
Oh,
under
God.
Urza's power plant and your
Ugh.
Urza's
Ugh, what is
tower.
this? Disgust.
To get that
That's so
Tron
gross.
offline.
What the fuck? Do I stack them?
I don't know.
So we checked, and I get to choose the order.
Mhm.
I suppose in response, I'll just use this 2, 3, and Galvanic Key, the Colossus.
Yep.
And then I will stack them like this. That's a gross card. Where has that been hiding in your collection?
You're not gonna like how many I have of them, but
Oh god.
it was
I like-
something
that's
we.
like-
It's something we dug up. We'll
It's
put it
like
that way.
actually like a fatal blow if you're ahead.
Yeah.
It's basically like time walking your opponent twice.
Oh, yeah.
For 2 turns.
See,
like,
Kieran, you get extra turns. I
Yeah,
give them
you
back
kind of
to
do.
you.
That's right.
Should I just put the Loxodon Warhammer on? Yeah.
Depends what you have in your hand, I suppose.
1, 2, 3. I'll just attach the Loxodon. Give the hammer back to the elf, and then...
Attack.
I mean, if I attack with the Loxodon, it gets me more life, and it will kill something. It'll give you more Tetravus tokens, potentially, which is scary,
I
but...
mean, I could just block with the Colossus.
Oh, right, because the Colossus is on top now. Yeah, never
Yeah.
mind.
But
I think I'll
in
pass
fa-
turn on this one.
yeah, okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I wonder what it is. It's a tower.
Just gotta keep drawing plow unders over and over again.
Seriously though, let's go to combat. I'm gonna go in with Tetravus and Colossus for 12.
It's 12. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I lost count. I was at 23, so...
You were 23. You should be at
11.
11.
This is it.
And
Knowing what I'm
Pass to
drawing,
you.
it's not gonna help. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, I was so close.
I mean, you can still survive. You just need to swing with the elf. I think, yeah.
I guess, yeah. Well, I may as well do this then. So, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play the Entwine Quast. Entwine Quast.
In time quest.
Entwine Quast for
Entwine
Journey
Quast.
of Discovery.
Journey of Discovery.
I'm gonna look for 2 basics.
Okay.
And then we go on to play, right?
Yeah,
I guess I'll get an island and a plains, because
sure.
we're hurting for those. Play the 2 additional lands this turn. Didn't really need to do that. A good shuffle in there. And then, I just kind of have to 1, 2, play Lightning Greaves.
Oh god. Alright, sure.
So if there's another turn I can survive, I can at least end careers maybe. And then go to combat and yeah, swing in with the elves.
You're not gonna equip the Graves first?
Can we target
Rookie
spells on
mistake.
those? Oh, I guess I could, hey? I always...
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But maybe if I had a combat trick or something. But,
Sure, if you'll let me do
can,
it,
go-
I'll do it.
go for it,
Just
why
for
not?
good measure.
Just
I
for
don't
fun.
think you have anything that could really fuck with it.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 3 and untap the Colossus.
Yeah.
And then I'll block. So
Okay.
you gain your 4, and then I imagine you re-equip these to the next elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is my saving grace.
All right. 1 elf boy.
Pass turn.
Can he do it? All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Damn, my hand is just stacked with Urza lands.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? I'm gonna play a power plant.
Come on, swing with your Tetravus. Watch me draw my Palancron.
I guess we'll do this and. Well,
Gonna kill the elf?
I'm debating it, but then yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll throw the enforcer and enforce the block.
Lucky block.
We trade.
Trade these and I gain 4.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the right call, but it is what it is.
And then I take 12.
Take 12. Yeah.
Down to 7.
All right, last turn, Mr. Willis Crofts. Pass to you.
Last turn for you. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main
Dude.
1.
Don't make
Oh.
me cry like this.
Oh.
What?
Oh! Wait, can I do this?
I can untap my creatures. Just remember that, because I just thought if you got fucking.
Oh my god,
some
wait.
big-
Silence. I need to think. I need to do math. Oh, I don't. Oh, fuck no. Damn. You made the right play by forcing the block. If I had Lalanor Elves, you
Really?
wouldn't be dead, but
It would have been worse.
would I have survived? I don't know. I think you still might have won. But should I show this to you then? No. I think I will just forfeit and leave it a mystery.
Okay.
Good round 1, Kieran.
Interesting. I was like, maybe he plays Arcades, gives it haste and trample. Like, you almost kill me just with that.
Yeah.
But not quite.
bit
Actually-
of Tetris bounce back.
Actually, no. If you had Arcades, I think you would have won potentially,
Hmm.
because I would have been forced to untap the Tetravis and block. You would have gained a shit ton of life with the Arcades and the lifelink.
Would have been
And
9.
then, yeah, you would have
Go
gone
up
up
to
way
16, and then you swing back.
more. But I would have had the
Um,
dead Tetravis, so it would have been.
I'll tell
elite.
you, I don't want to reveal it just yet, but I'll tell you if you remember asking me about it.
Sure,
I was
okay,
one
sure.
mana color identity off from
Okay.
winning.
All right. Well, game 2.
Game
See you
2.
there. All right, we managed to just squeak away game 1. I'll be honest, I did not think we were going to manage that when he did all that early game stuff that really slowed us down. I really did think with the Loxodon Warhammer he was able to beat us down, but we managed to pull it off. In no small part by the way he separated those Factor Fiction cards, so got lucky that time. In terms of sideboard, we brought in the Intruder Alarm because, again, he doesn't have like a ton of creatures. He's not going wide. He's going kind of tall with his Arcades and those sorts of cards, and so if he gets to a position where all of a sudden his creatures can never untap and he's not drawing creatures to make them untap, we have the ability to untap our own creatures. Brought in the Caracas because it basically turns off 2 or 3 or 4 of his biggest creatures, so I think it's worth bringing in. A similar reason we brought Bribery in, because I think that if we can play this, and maybe not Arcades because we don't have the actually technically with Caracas we technically now have the mana to Bribery out at Arcades and pay the upkeep, but realistically this will probably grab something like his Achroma if he's still playing that, or other cards like that. So we brought that in as well. I took out the Planner Portal because it's a fun card, but it's a one-off, and I think these other one-offs are just going to do more for us. Arcbound Reclaimer, I feel, is also... It was good in that last game to bring back the Tetravis, but I think generally speaking, it's a little small, and there were a lot of turns in that last game where I felt like it was just kind of sitting there. And then I took out the Blinkmoth Infusion because I think, generally speaking, we have enough ways to untap our stuff. Looking at the deck, I think we're in a really good position for game 2 because we never saw our Ice Manipulators or our Staff of Domination, but if we can put these cards into play against Colin, unless he has his boots exactly, he's going to have a very difficult time winning. So let's see how it goes. Game 2, let's see if we can clutch it.
All right, so we have a lot of potential sideboard options actually for what's going on here. Most notably, we did sub in Energy Flux. We took out one of the 3 Plow Wonders that we had. I think Energy Flux, just if we can get it up, it really hoses Kurin. It doesn't really run a lot of enchantment destruction, and there's also like no enchantments in this deck, so I don't think he'd sideboard anything in. That being said, there were some other options, like we have 2 Arrests. I just wasn't too sure if it would be better to take out a Creeping Mold for them or not, or, you know, I'm not fully convinced that they're much of a better solution to what's going on. And I feel like our board right now does give Kieran's board a run for its money. I just think if we play a little smarter, we can actually pull through. Maybe I'm wrong. If it goes to a game 3, I can always change things up some more, but hopefully we can run it back and just play our Creeping Molds better. All right, let's see if we can take this to a game 3 and make Kieran's artifacts sweat a little bit.
Colin, 35 minutes on the clock or so.
35 minutes left?
Yeah, it
Wow.
could go to turns. It could go to turns. So let's get into this
Okay,
here.
yeah,
No
yeah.
time to waste. You can go
Mhm.
first because I know you want to.
Always
Good
do.
luck.
Good luck to you too, sir.
All right, well, Colin's making his final decision. These are the 5 I'm getting rid of on the right. Generally speaking, I mean, we're not playing some of these with the hand we have. It was actually kind of a rough draw, Colin. We're going to see what we can do with the rest of the cards. We have a sideboard card, and that can make all the
Okay.
difference.
Interesting.
So that's going to go to the top there.
All right. This might be a little controversial, but I'm going to take these out just because I have a path to get them.
Okay,
And
Fair
hopefully
enough.
it'll work out. Who knows? I guess I'm starting us off, so
you're starting us off.
I will look like I'm cheating and play Allowing Orioles and pass turn.
Hey, man, you got the play set. I respect it. Untap, upkeep. You just have like 2 of Valon or else.
Yeah, exactly. This is single.
Draw for turn. Let's
Even
go
though
with
I played
a
2 last game.
tower pass. Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, I think we'll be okay. I will play a Tundra. I'll play
Yep.
3 to
2
Journey
dual
of
lands, man.
Discovery.
Sure. Grabbing a island and a plains.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn there.
Alright.
In my hand, though. If it was on the battlefield, that'd be disgusting.
That'd be crazy. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. That's a little questionable. Mine, pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Gonna play the sideboard card that you have. I'll play a Caracas.
Okay, sure.
And then...
Why? I don't have any legendaries in this deck.
I don't know. It's just in the deck list.
Okay,
It's
I
like
guess
a better
actually
Plains, right?
it's a plains. Yeah, it's a better plains. Yeah.
And then this is the awkward part is I don't have a turn 4 play, so I'll hit you for 1.
Really? That's very hardening for me because I thought for
Pass
sure you had a
turn to
creeping
you.
mold.
I wish.
Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Let's go with Seed of the Synod.
Okay.
And pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh.
Hmm? Oh?
Oh. This maybe complicates things. You know what? I'm not going to think about it too hard. I'm going to pay...
That's how Teamcraft. It's the undoing of Teamcraft. I'm not going to think about it too hard is the motto.
I'm going to plow under your Urzas.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, that's so gross, dude. Alright, I'm going to cast Galvanic Key in response.
Okay.
Oh, it's so fucking unfortunate. Alright.
All right. I'll pass turn there.
Okay.
Slow you down a little bit.
It's a lot of it. Tap, upkeep, draw, made 1. It's like you don't want this game to end.
It's like I want to get my Arcades out when you have 2 mana.
Yeah, fair enough. Urza's mine pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Interesting. Play an island. Oh, I guess I can do that now. So I will tap 5 and play Deranged Hermit.
Oh, God. Oh, God. These weren't in the first build, were they?
They were. I just never got them.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's 4 squirrels. 4 2/2 squirrels that I have to deal with.
So pass
Oh,
turn to you.
This is so fucking over. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Wonder what it could be that I drew.
Okay, plow under is gross.
Yeah, plow under is a little good. A little good. I think I'm probably cooked here. I'll throw down the tower, and I guess we'll go... No, it doesn't make sense. Let's pass, yeah.
I will brainstorm at the end of your turn.
Oh, God, sure. Why not? Why not, Colin?
Oh my god, you're gonna be so mad.
Oh, I'm already mad. Don't worry about it. Are you gonna plow
Untap.
under again? You gonna plow me? Are you gonna plow me again, Colin?
Going to upkeep, I will not pay the echo cost.
All right. Yeah.
Draw,
yeah.
main 1.
Or do you have another Deranged Hermit? So I know you have 2 now. So.
I will plow under your mine and your tower.
Yep. Yeah. I'm
Then
kind of
I'll
surprised in
go
some ways that
to
you did that.
Combat and swing for 5.
Yeah, I'll take 5. I'm kind of surprised you did that because in my mind, getting the 10 damage
Pass turn.
is almost better. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, let's see if I can
Untap.
close out.
Yeah, seriously. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, pay 5 for another Deranged Hermit.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Mr. Green Man. Fuck you, Mr. Green Man.
I'll
All
go to
right.
combat and swing
take
for
9.
9.
All right.
Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. See you in game 3.
Sick. We have time for game 3. Let's go.
All right.
Well, that went a lot better than expected. I honestly think we're going to try to keep it simple and not make any changes. It's very tempting to add another plow under, but I think having the versatility of a creeping mold could be good too, because if I can't get the plow unders done early, at least the creeping molds can still kill big things like the Colossus, etc. I will keep Energy Flux though, because it seems a little nasty. If I can get it out there, it could be another thing that just Kurin wouldn't be able to deal with. So let's go into game 3. Hopefully we have enough time to play. Wish me luck.
All right, we got cooked in that last game. There's no two ways about it. As far as changes, I made 1 change. Notably, I removed an Urza's Mine to put us down to 3 copies in favor of bringing in a Wasteland. Simply because his deck is very color dependent. He's running stuff like those Lotus things or whatever, right? The colorless mana. And so if we can just hit a key piece of his land base, like dual land or something like that, I think we can really hurt him. Otherwise, we just have to hope he doesn't draw those plow unders because they're brutal cards to deal with. So it's gonna be tight, guys. Wish me luck. All right, Mr. Plowman. First the plow swords to plowshares. Now you're plowing me under.
Yeah,
I see you.
I just needed to get
that
in
is
touch with my
ban bait for
plowing
sure.
roots.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look if I have any copies of those because that is definite ban bait.
Yeah,
Holy
it's
shit.
ridiculous. Do you want to know how many
Okay,
I have? I'll tell you.
let me
now.
know after the
Okay,
game.
okay,
Let me know
okay.
after the game. I'm curious, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I'll go first, and
All right.
let's draw our 12 here.
Fuck off! Not again.
Actually? Well, okay. Don't tell me. But I have really.
No,
I'm very
dude, this is so sad.
no.
Ah, this is fucking bullshit. Oh my god.
Karma's a fiend, my friend.
Jesus fucking Christ! You gotta be kidding me. What karma?
For plow undering me twice. Stacking 4 of my lands on top of my deck.
You're fucking playing Urzaland. Should be able to do whatever the fuck I want. God fucking damn it, dude. This is...
Alright, well, Colin is grappling with his mortality. These are the 5 cards that I'm going to be putting back in the deck. I just think having this rather than this is probably better. And then being able to go from with this into these and then having the mana for our plays there. I don't know. That's what we're going with.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be removing these cards. We're living on a wing and a prayer here. Hopefully we can turn the corner, though. We'll give it a lucky amount of shuffles.
All right. Are you good to go?
Yep.
All right, untap, upkeep, main 1. I will be throwing down... we'll get the power plant going and I'll pass to you.
Draw, main 1. Oh boy. Play plains and pass.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1, not bad. Let's throw down the mine and pass to you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. Can play a Yavimaya Coast. Oh. Oh my god.
Did you not have green mana? Was that the issue? Okay.
I will tell you now for the sake of transparency.
Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me what you're lacking, because there may be ways for me to punish you for that.
Okay,
yeah. I don't want to know.
I will pay 1, take a damage, play Alanor Elves.
My guess
Pass
is that
turn.
you didn't have green mana, but you had the Alanor Elves in hand. Although that'd be weird. Or maybe you had the Lao. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I won't
Untap,
say
up,
anything until
draw.
later.
Main 1. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, am I the best Magic player of all time?
Oh god.
Urza's Tower, Natural Tron.
Oh my god. Not good.
Don't worry, I don't have a follow-up big creature, but I will cast a new card, Staff of Domination, which could be annoying for you.
Yeah.
This card is pay 1 to untap it, pay 2 to gain a life, pay 3 to untap a creature, pay 4 to tap a creature, pay 5 to draw a card. And with that,
Poor Alanor Elves.
Your poor Alanor Elves, I'll pass to you, and then on your upkeep, I will tap your... Yeah.
Alright, that's fair. Draw, main 1. But I'm never punished because I got a forest. Sick.
Nice.
We might have some legs, which is nice. Fortunately, not this turn, though. I'll pass to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Let's throw down an island.
Okay.
I'll pass to you, I guess.
Untap,
I
upkeep.
will tap. Yeah, I'll tap it.
Okay. Draw, main 1. Wow, I am so lucky. Oh, I totally misplayed too. I was gonna do something on your end step.
Oh, sorry. Go for it. What were you gonna do?
Okay. Rewind. I guess this is basically the board state. I was just gonna brainstorm.
Okay, but you've already drawn, right? So
right, I drew 1.
You just drew
I'll draw.
Yeah, you just drew that second card. Yeah,
I'll draw 2 and then
Yeah.
put it back. Yeah.
Commenters, let me know in the comments if he's cheating. I can't see his hand.
These are the 3 cards. My mouse is going over
Yeah.
them. Oh my god, I don't have that much time to think about this.
We got 30 minutes, roughly 25 minutes. I think we should
Okay,
be
it's not as dire as I thought. I think we do that, and then we do that. So then I would go to untap,
And then I'll
upkeep,
tap the
you
little
tap,
elf.
then I draw the main 1. Okay, now I'll play an island. Either save to do that, or be more aggressive. No, I'm not going to win this game fast. You're so far ahead. Pass turn to you.
All right, end of your turn, I will cast Facts or Fiction.
Wow.
1,
Such a good
2,
card.
8. Oh my god.
Get it out of here.
Fun.
Get it out of here.
Have fun with that, motherfucker. Have fun with that.
Colossus of Sardia.
That's such a gross 5. I know what you don't want me to have, that the Caracas. And so
The Krakus? With the new tech, it's not the end of the world, interestingly enough.
Okay.
You don't, I mean, the crop rotation and the beacon were definitely separating. I'm not going to give you the crop rotation to get the mana for your beacon.
Oh, fair.
It seems
Assuming
like
I don't already have it in.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta take the shot, right?
Yeah.
The Colossus is, I mean, you have the Staff of Domination, which is basically that as well.
Yeah, that was another thing that made this really easy, including my deck with the staff.
That, you'll probably go for your extra turns. I should have played this differently, I think. But how was I to know?
How are you to know?
How much is the Colossus? It's 9, and you have that, right? No, you have
I will next
7,
turn if I
8.
play a land.
But you have the Beacon of Tomorrow for 8 if you have the island. But then I guess So to deal with a Colossus, potentially. I'd give you that.
I don't hate this split.
I think the problem
It
is,
really
though,
depends on how badly you don't want me to have Caracas. But like you said, if it's not that big of a deal, then...
it's not as big. The thing that I'm scared about is if you get the extra turn and the Colossus, then I have to deal with being hit for 9 damage.
That's true. Yeah.
So I feel like
That's a 2-turn
splitting
clock.
that- Exactly, and that's like a 2-turn clock on what is...
No, you wouldn't have to worry about that, because I'd have to play the Colossus, and then I
Oh,
wouldn't have mana
right.
for the beacon.
Yeah. Fuck it. There's 3
Alright.
and these 2.
This is going to be a controversial one, but I'm actually going to play for the long-term game and take the Caracas pile.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think later in the game, when the time matters, having the Caracas is actually more clutch than me just
That's
getting
true.
like... I'm already sort of like ahead right now,
Mhm.
so I feel like the beacon and the Colossus are win more,
Mhm.
whereas the Caracas is like solidifying a potential
Right.
future, like giving me an out. So that's my thought behind it at least.
Okay.
Plus the
interesting.
crop rotation helps as well with if you just run my lands, right?
It's
So-
true, yeah. Very, very true.
All right, so it's my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh, that's a very good, very, very, very good draw. I think I just do it. I'm gonna throw down the Yavimaya Coast, so I did have the blue source.
Okay. Hey, we have matching coasts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, wow.
I'm going to do this. So 1, 2, take a damage. 3, 4, 5. This is the first time I think I've cast this spell, Colin, and it is
Okay.
very good.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to cast Bribery. So I'm going to search your library for a creature and put it into play under my control. And then I'm going to shuffle, and then you shuffle your
What?
library. Yeah.
That's for 5 mana? Oh
Yeah.
my god. I mean, fucking go for it.
Could you show me your library, please? There we go. Very nice.
Sheesh, y'all.
All right, the hermit. Okay, oh, wait, this is interesting information. That means you don't have a hermit in hand. You have at least 1 Arcades in hand, guaranteed. Maybe you have creeping mold in hand too. Oh yeah, tooth and nails in this deck. Completely forgot. Interesting. All right, I won't spend too long analyzing your cards. I think I'm going. It is very funny to me that I could take Arcades and pay the upkeep.
Yeah.
Because I have the Caracas now, so I could actually pay
You
the
could.
upkeep on it. But I think for the sake of being more proficient, I will. Oh, sorry, Colin. You need to. Can you just grab me the Acroma, please, and then shuffle your deck?
Ugh, that was honestly the one. You could have taken anything else and I would have been happy.
I know.
I'll shuffle a few times.
So good. Briberies in my sideboard pretty much just for Acroma.
That is insanity, man. Oh my god.
It's a very, very good card. I haven't played it up until this point either, which is weird. But Acroma, Angel of Wrath, flying, first strike, trample, haste, protection, black, protection, red, attacking, and vigilance, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go to combat here, and I'll just hit you for 6.
Casual 6 in the air.
Casual 6 in the air, and then we'll go to main 2.
Oh, I should have done something in response for the Hail Mary. Oh well.
Oh, do you want to? It's fine. We haven't done. We can go back to the attack. I
No,
haven't
this
done it.
this would have been for the bribery pull. I just didn't
Oh,
think about
okay.
the
Yeah, we're a
interaction
little
until
far
now.
under it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn, I wish I had 1 more colored mana. That's okay.
You wish
Yeah,
you had
I think we're
1
just-
more colored mana, hey?
1 more.
Good to know. Good to know.
You don't know what color. You don't know what color. I'll pass to you, bitch.
On your end step, I will fact or fiction.
Or fiction. Sure.
So I guess, how do you do this? Reveal.
Just put 5. Just draw
Just
5.
draw
on the
them.
field, yeah.
Lots of lands.
It's a lot.
Wow.
Oh my god. I guess the good news is you're getting these out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I
can you
kind of
throw them onto my side?
Yeah, sorry.
I think it's pretty easy for me. I think we're just gonna go this.
Really? You don't want the
Yeah.
cloud post?
I don't care about the cloud post, and so I think if you want the journey, you should go. I feel like the journey's better in some ways because you can just play the lands, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe having the dual mana is better for you. I don't know. I've locked it in. There's no going back.
No going back.
I should have put the planes in the journey pile. That's okay.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's send it. I'm grabbing the
Really?
journey.
Okay, sure. All right. And yeah, it's your turn, I guess.
Untap.
And then I will tap your Lao and Lao. So I'm up to you.
Okay, draw. Main 1. Okay. So
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
15 minutes, eh? 1, 2. Oh shit. Oh
So you see the line?
no, this is still so fucking brutal. Basically need to do that, and that can get me to what though? Not a lot. 1, 2, 3. Play Journey to Discovery.
To play 2 extra lands?
Play 2 extra lands. Which
I
will
thought you
be
might do that.
2 cloud
I might do that.
posts.
Yeah, alright. That's fair.
And then
Damn, you're really playing to the last inch here.
I know if I just had a better freaking opening mana, energy flux.
Cloud Post come and tap, dude.
Oh, they come in tapped?
Yeah. That's why I said you play to the last inch.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Do you want to play different lands?
No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna lose. Pass turn to you.
Okay. I mean, I can't kill you, but untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Wait, main one. No, not combat. I could Karakas and bounce a Chroma to your hand.
Do it.
That is a line. I don't have haste. There's not really any good way to close this. Guess we'll throw down a tower.
Mm-hmm.
Go to combat. I'll just swing for 6.
Okay.
And then main 2. I don't know what's in my deck. I think we'll just go. Let's just see what you got.
Okay. Untap.
So
Upkeep.
I'll continue to tap the elf.
Okay. Draw. Need 1. Shucks, man.
Oh, actually, I have the extra mana. I'll untap the staff. May as well.
Okay. Need to kill the staff and stop Chroma. Cannot do both, though, I think.
Chroma has betrayed you. She recognizes the true heir of Sarah's will.
Oh my god. Isn't a Chroma like not homies of Sarah? Isn't a Chroma the bad one?
No, a Chroma was created by the illusion guy to fight Jessica, who had turned into the god, that god person, that 5-color god person. They had a fight.
Seems like the whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, man, I really gunked this up with a play a few turns ago. I will tap 1, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll play Palancron. Tap everything.
Do you want to tap the plains and float a white mana? Because then the plains, all your
Oh,
lands
it's up to 7 lands. Oh yeah, sure, why not? I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
You've stopped the Achroma, but you need to stop the staff.
no, I have a way, but it doesn't matter because you can just tap in response. Crud, man, that staff. I could have gotten rid of it so long ago and I didn't.
It's a good card in this deck.
Mhm.
I actually only ended up putting it in because a commenter on the last video did a breakdown of all the cards, and one of them was like, Staff of Domination, great in Tron, and I read the comment while I was deck building, and I'm like
huh.
because I kind of skipped over it, and then I went back and I'm like, you know what, this actually would be
Yeah,
good in
it's
Tron.
just a good mana outlet and gets things done for you.
And draws cards.
Yeah, shucks. There's a few different things I can do, but
Hey man, take all the time you need. We'll go to turns if we need to.
no, I think you've won this. It's just a bummer. This deck has so much potential. It's just such a terrible start. Yeah, I'll go to Creeping Mold the staff.
Yeah, I feel like I just need 4 mana and then tap down the Palancron.
And then the staff dies. And then what can I do?
All right, step 2 is
3,
complete.
4, 5. Yeah, I can't do much besides show off a little bit. Play Energy Flux.
Sure. Yeah.
And then
Fair
I'll
enough.
play Lightning Greaves.
Sure. Yeah.
Pass turn.
Oh, I almost wonder. This is just hypothetical,
yeah.
but playing the Lightning Greaves before the Creeping Mold and then going to equip to the Palancron might have made me not tap the Palancron.
You would have just tapped in response, though, right? Like, there's no way you wouldn't do that.
Hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, because I might have wanted to use the mana for something else.
Right.
I don't know. It's a very slim thing, but I just.
I saw it, but I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah.
Like, I know this deck pretty well, and you're not gonna throw.
Well, the other thing. The other thing too is you had kind of. And this is just the friendliness of our games. You had kind of been like, "Oh, well, you could tap it anyway." So I already had. I might have just like missed that play.
Yeah,
there is a chance I might have just missed that play.
I wouldn't like. Yeah, I would have let you.
Gotta cheese me, man. You gotta cheese me. All right, is that it then?
Yeah.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, and we'll just go for a game with your own Achroma.
I know, so brutal. Hey, you got oh, you don't have any artifacts anymore. Energy Flux doesn't even matter. Wow. Yeah, this deck has moved away from being completely independent. Yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah. So were you thinking just if you had Creeping Molded the staff earlier?
I think if I got rid of the staff earlier, I would have been able to do a lot more. And I think I was hanging onto the Creeping Mold because I was nervous about like if you got a Colossus out or something.
Right.
Because then like at this point, you know, if the lands wasn't too much point sniping them, I think. But the brutal part is in my opening, I had a Cloud Post and a Plains were my only lands in the 12 cards. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I threw away so many payoffs just to try to get things to dig. out of desperation. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
in the first game, I had an Eternal Witness, so I could have brought Arcades back and then played Arcades, but I was 1 green mana short, and then I had the boots to equip to him to swing out and kill you. So the Lalanor elves blocking was actually a misplay.
I see.
Yeah,
Or like
so-
attacking with the Lalanor elves
Or
into my guy.
I used the Lalanor elves that would have been able to block the Mire.
I see.
So
I see.
when you were like, oh, I don't know if that was the right play, it was the right play. Because if you didn't, I would have bounced Arcades back and killed you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was really close.
Yeah,
it was
the-
good
the-
games though. Jeez.
Colin, we are now finished Mirrodin block. The artifact set is over.
Mhm.
And what did you think of it overall?
I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, we've mentioned it a few times, but I don't really play artifacts that much. But it is like kind of fun to play with them and like seeing like specific tools being used, and like I don't know, there's like some crazy things you can pull off as well. Seeing it and understanding it in some ways demystified the artifact
Modern a
combo and like modern a bit in general.
Yeah.
As like, oh, it's still kind of the same game. It's just there are more
It can
complicated
go a little-
interactions.
it can go- yeah.
And it can go faster.
And it can go a little faster. Yeah.
But
yeah,
there's
yeah.
still a lot of principles that still reign true.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is definitely a reason this, like, the more advanced format takes a little bit more, and there's a little bit more mind games too, especially when you're playing modern, because I've played modern, like proper modern in the past, and at least when I played it, it's very much like decks can win turn 3, turn 4.
Right.
But like, it's interesting to not only you, like, for example, if you go up against a combo deck like Storm, you might play game 1 and lose because there's like they
Yeah.
just get their hand, you lose.
Mhm.
But then it's really interesting because in game 2 you probably have something in your sideboard to deal with it.
Yeah.
You also have to start to think about what, knowing that deck, because you know what Storm is,
Mhm.
thinking about what they may have in any given moment and then playing around that. So the mind games become a little more interesting than just like random piles of cards playing against each other where you don't have any idea of what is
totally.
going to come up.
Yeah.
Like there's fun to both, right? Because
Yeah.
in playing Commander, you never know what the fuck is going to come
Yeah,
out.
it's like
it could be anything.
every rotation
Yeah.
is like an adventure.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
fun. But for modern, it's very much like I know what you're playing, and I know what you could draw or what you can have. And so I like that we're even in this matchup where we played Arcades again versus this deck. You have an idea of what I was potentially running
totally.
with, and I had
And
an idea of what you.
Even
Yeah.
seeing it, it's like I feel like the learning curve's still there, and I have a lot of like learning to do. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like both those games I lost, if I played it a little differently, it would have at least bought me
yeah.
a few more turns, or maybe even resulted in a win. Like,
Could have made you
yeah.
win. Yeah. So I think that, let us know down in the comments what you guys think. But I think that's kind of the format we were trying to achieve with the modern progression, and I'm glad to see it starting to develop a little bit. So hey, Arcades got round 1, Tron got round 2. We still
the
have a
clash of the
tiebreaker.
Titans, I know.
Yeah, we have a tiebreaker for the future.
It is really crazy when both these decks get like mean openers, though. It's just
Yeah.
like it's like the Plow Under game was just like.
Oh, I was done. Like I
I
couldn't
was
do
basically
anything.
playing solitaire at that point. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
like this, like stealing a chroma and being like, okay, now deal with it. And I'm like, well,
Can't.
or even the first
It's
game
hard.
when you like kind of
Yeah.
battled back and had your Phyrexian wall.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that came down to the factor fiction choice too.
totally,
So
yeah.
it was like a lot of really interesting things going on. So let us know down in the comments what you guys think about modern progression so far and the format and what we're doing with it. But Colin, we are done Mirrodin block, and next episode we'll have to talk. There's 2 paths.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
come at a crossroad. We could go one kind of crazy path, but we could go another path, and that is likely to go into Champions of Kamigawa, the first Kamigawa set in the Kamigawa block. We may take that path. We may take a more silly path, but regardless, we'll probably come back to that silly path after the Kamigawa block. So if you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And for now, though, Colin, we will continue to untap, unkeep, undrum, be terribly inefficient with our new modern plays. We here at Filthy Casuals are tipping our cards sideways, and we very much hope you'll continue to tip alongside us. And here's a tip. Maybe don't play Cloud Post.
Hey, Cloud Post.
maybe-
Cloud Post gave me a line to get Palancron out at the end.
But wouldn't it have been better in almost every situation if Cloud Post was a colored mana?
I guess in that first game. Yeah,
Maybe,
but
maybe.
it's like if I get the forest, it's still.
It is
unfair.
It is an alluring
yeah,
card
yeah,
for sure. Sorry, I didn't mean my tip to drag your deck.
Yeah,
I looked over at the screen and saw Cloud Post, and I was like, My
Hey,
brain
no,
went
it's,
off.
it's fair. No, I mean, like, yeah, I have feelings about Cloudpost. I feel like it'll
I
have
like
its
it.
time.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll all wait with bated breath, but for
Okay.
now, we will continue to traverse the multiverse. Today we're in Mirrodin, but tomorrow we may be in Kamigawa, and we're laughing for a reason you might want to stick till the end of the
Yeah.
episode for.
Stay tuned to find out.
Stay tuned. My name's Kieran,
My name's Colin.
and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye! But tomorrow we might be in Kamigawa, and we might be in Australian accents for some reason.
Wow.
I don't know why that happened. Kamigawa.
Kamigawa.
But I don't know. I hope that'll make the cut of the episode.
gosh.
We'll see how it goes.
That's gonna be our ending moment. You have to have it be our ending moment.
Perfect. We don't even need an outro now.
We don't have to be funny now.
Good call.
Unless
good
this
call.
is the funny now.
Unless this is the funny now.